book on the woo-woo side with me. My name is Michelle Douglas and I am on a mission to help you to step into your power so that you can create the life you desire. Visit me at empoweredlifeprograms.com to learn more. Why, hello there. It's Michelle here, and today we're going to be talking about how to stop getting in your own way when it comes to manifesting your desires. So are you getting in your own way? You know, I've been there, I'm sure you've been there, riding the high wave of excitement when we dive into something new. Maybe you're adopting a new diet, starting a new exercise regime, or launching a new business venture. Or maybe you've embarked on a spiritual journey, you're charged up, ready to conquer, and then suddenly you hit a wall. Days or weeks later, you realize you've not progressed at all. And in fact, you've probably dropped the ball only days after you started. So why are you getting in your own way? There are probably thousands of reasons why, but today I'm going to discuss two of them. And I think they're probably, well, no, I know they're the two main reasons. So the first one is your identity. Your identity is who you are in this very moment. And this aspect of you, which is often referred to as the ego self or just plain ego, and that's not to say it's a bad thing, is doing everything it can to keep you safe. You see, anything that's different from the status quo feels unsafe to your identity or to your ego self. It doesn't like change one little bit because on some primal level, it thinks that change equals death. And, you know, back in the olden days, sometimes change did mean death. So keeping things sort of calm and, you know, no bumps on the road sort of thing was probably the best possible thing for the human existence, because a lion could come along at any moment and eat you up. So what happens when you decide you want to manifest something new is that this old identity jumps in and does everything within its power to actually stop you. So if you're procrastinating or you've allowed yourself to get distracted, and I'm sure I might have been there once or twice, or if you're feeling anxious or fearful about your goal, or you simply just feel uncomfortable, this is your old identity saying, no, it doesn't want you to go any further because it's scary and unsafe. Next, you find yourself choosing unhealthy foods, opting out of exercise, or relentlessly researching, we call it researching, business ideas to avoid taking action. Or maybe you're just sitting in front of the TV to avoid taking action. Either way, the outcome's the same. You don't achieve your goals. You don't manifest what you desire. So how you win against this identity is to keep pushing, keep going. If you've stopped, this is where you need to get started again. You must force yourself to keep going, and eventually the old identity has to let go and a new identity is born, which is a really good thing. So the next reason why we get in our own way is because our goals or our actions are misaligned. They're out of alignment with who you are at soul level. You're likely to create more trouble for yourself when you do this because it's like you're creating something that you're just not wired, or you're wanting to create something that you're just not wired to be able to create in that way. So you're going to manifest either something you really don't want, or you won't manifest anything at all. Now, this aspect of failing to manifest is not discussed in the mainstream. I'm struggling with my words here because I'm just trying to think of the best way to explain it. Like, you go and buy a book on manifesting or the law of attraction or anything along those lines, or even business type books. Not one of them says, hey, your business and your actions must align with who you are at soul level. And the reason why this is, there's nothing wrong with the people writing them. They just don't know about this stuff. And this is why a lot of their methods only work for some people and not for others. So it'll work for people who are aligned with the teachings as at a soul level. So what the methods that they are teaching are soul aligned methods for them, but not for you potentially. So this is why we get limited success in a lot of these programs. So when we are looking at actions and goals that are out of alignment, it becomes misaligned, right? So it's not your old identity butting in, but when you take action, you'd still feel, you might still feel motivated, and self-sabotage hasn't come into it like I previously talked about with your old identity. So you're moving forward, you're pumped and you're ready to go, but then crickets, nothing's happening. So what happens here is that when you're out of alignment, you're literally trying to roll a huge boulder up a really steep hill. You're not making it easy for yourself at all. So how do you handle misaligned goals or actions? The first thing to do is don't beat yourself up, because none of us were given this information the moment we were born, unfortunately. I obviously learned it in my 50s, maybe my 40s, 50s. Anyway, your soul is here to experience life, and it doesn't see a misalignment as a bad thing. It just sees it as a new experience. So it won't stand in your way like your old identity does. So how you stop getting in your own way when it comes to misalignment with your goals or actions is to watch for the feedback. If you're seeing disaster after disaster, or many things manifesting that don't match your desire, then either your goal is out of alignment or your actions are, or both. So you have two options on how to deal with these. First one is trial and error. You just need to keep trying new things, new and different things, until you start seeing feedback that aligns with your goal. So if you're seeing glimmers of sunshine amongst the rain, then you could be actually on the right track. However, but there's another thought just come in. Sometimes there's still going to be some rain. When you're stepping out of your comfort zone, it creates what we call dissonance, and that becomes quite uncomfortable, and it can get quite messy. I've learned this myself personally over the years, but yeah, so don't panic if you see any mess along the way, but as long as you're seeing glimmers of sunshine amongst that rain, then you could be on the right track. However, if all you see are disasters and lots of things that you don't want, then it's time to course correct. So try changing your actions first, and failing that, if that things don't get any better, try tweaking your goal. Option 2 is where I can help. So this is the soulful manifesting. It's a process where I show you how you are individually wired to create. And this is something that's unique to you. As individual souls, you have your own qualities, gifts, and traits. Your goals and your actions must align with these so that you can create an abundant experience. Now, through the soulful manifesting process, you get a copy of your own manifesting blueprint, which I retrieved from the Akashic records. It covers 7 comparatives that contribute to the manifesting progress, or process, I should say. So you will sit on a scale between each of the comparatives that I look at. And once you know where you sit on each scale, you will know which actions will help you to manifest more efficiently, and whether your goal is in alignment or not, because we use that in combination with your soul profile, which you get as part of the Soulful Manifesting program. So next steps. Manifesting is a process that we all do unconsciously every single day. We manifest without even thinking about it. And this is why we often create circumstances that don't really feel so good. So the best way to move forward is to live more consciously. When you live more consciously, you're setting goals and taking action in a way that aligns with who you are and with how you are wired to create. That way, you're creating a more abundant result, and in less time, and with less mess. So if you'd like to learn more about the soulful manifesting, manifesting shouldn't be hard. So on the website, there is a page. If you go to work with me, then the Akashic records, then you'll see another option for the soulful manifesting. Otherwise, reach out to me via my contact page and I'll send you some information. But yeah, if you'd like to know more, head over to the website, and I look forward to working with you to create that abundant experience. How excitement.